something else that we've spent some money on now recently is working with another agency that's branding experts. So some people are just naturally good at this. Like you really have an eye for how to create good branding and packaging and logo and color scheme, all that kind of stuff. We're not the best at it. And so we've gotten by doing pretty good, but now we're taking it to the next level. So I feel like all these things have really added up for us over the last few months. They're definitely long-term investments, but I think what happens here, including us, is most Amazon sellers tend to get the wins and then they kind of stop short of going to the next level. They're and again, this was totally us. Like you see success on Amazon, so instead of trying to take it to the next level by getting the omni approach of your website and your social and your branding, your packaging, and maybe even off Amazon advertising, like hiring the right people to understand that, we've fallen short. So we're trying to be smarter about that. We're trying to make sure that the equity in our brand really goes for the long term. Andy, I think we saw a result of that in the past couple of weeks. Steve's been working with a US company that now wants to be that essentially wants to kind of like white label distribute some of our products through their business that could potentially lead to, we're very close to a deal that could be worth several $100,000s per year if this goes through. I feel like that only happened because of the brand building efforts that we have done. There's still a lot more work that we have to do. So I wanted you to talk to kind of one of the wins we had this past week and the process that went into all of that in this distributor.
Yeah, I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that we've built a really good quality team and we continue to add team members. One of the things I think you and I recognized early on when our sales really exploded past that 5 million mark was that we were losing opportunities because we had a limited amount of time. And so we had to add team members. And so when we begin to add Steve, he is just phenomenal at connecting with other folks that are in our industry around our brand. And he was able to do that with a company that is looking for a manufacturer of products that are similar to ours. And so, Steve was able to kind of build a relationship with them. And now we're really, just inches away from inking a deal where we will primarily be their manufacturer for this product. Like you said, that will be a deal in the hundreds of thousands of dollars and potentially even more. My takeaway from that again is, when you do get to that level where you have to build a team, recognize you have limited amount of time. Because I don't know if you or I, number one, I don't think it's necessarily our skill set, or I don't think that you or I would have had the time, right, to kind of do the relationship building that Steve has done with this company. So that's definitely exciting. It's taken us in a new direction. We've always just manufactured for ourselves. So I'm sure there's going to be challenges along the way, but also, I think it just has a lot of upside of being able to work with this company and really being their primary manufacturer.
Yeah. And one of the important things to do this was just to continue to develop the relationships with our own suppliers. We talked a lot about that last week, how important it is to have that. And a key thing here was just negotiating with our manufacturers that we work with to be able to support what you just said. This is going to be a new experience.